I do a lot of transactions in real estate in different geographies, and they're large transactions. And so generally what happens, you're going from one geography in US dollars to another geography in another currency. And so you have to transfer that money and to that new geography, then you have to FX it into the local currency, then buy the real estate. So last week we did and this bank is a large global bank, don't have to mention the name because the story's not nice, and we transferred millions and millions of dollars to its corresponding bank in another geography. They lost it. They lost the money for 48 hours, jeopardizing the closing of this transaction, and our team went out of their minds, including the Fed number, and they found it about 12 hours before the transaction was supposed to close, and they said, it was a back office error.
What people don't realize is that the money is, it's just like comma delimited text files that are floating around FTP servers. That's actually the money.
It wasn't. I looked at because I'm going to put in a formal complaint. We have a strong relationship with this bank. They owe us a lot for what happened.
Yeah.
I spent, even before the wire went, 18 minutes listening to a clerk read disclosure statements to me, which is a complete waste of both of our time. And I realized this is insane. This is before they lost it. And then we spent about 35 hours of staff time trying to find the money in their system. And I actually called one of the board members of the bank and said, have you ever heard of USDC? Have you ever heard of a stable coin? Do you know how it works? And have you done any work to try and figure out? Because this is commonplace. This happens all the time. It happens with smaller amounts, but when it's a transaction this size, they owe me interest for 48 hours on millions of dollars, and we're going to fight about that too. And some kind of penalty I should impose to maintain our relationship after what they did. But the point is, that board member doesn't know anything about this. And those bankers got to get hip to this stuff because they're going to get smoked if they don't provide service at some point.